Yo guys, what's up, Perceptivity here, and today I'm bringing you another Katawa Shoujo episode, namely the 5th episode in this series. And last time where we left off, we were gonna play Risk against the two people who want me to join the student council. So we will see how it goes, and what kind of decisions we get to make today, if we get to make some decisions, and if we're even gonna make it to the library today. Oh my god, it's so much, but we will hopefully get into the library, and hopefully we will win this Risk game, but who knows. Let's get into the game, so let's load it up. Risk versus reward, here we go. Hee-chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up. While Micha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. After Micha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Hee-chan, Shizune wants to know that you are taking too long to make a move. Shizune also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no. She's an administrative fighting spirit and would be benevolent dictator who will spare you people if you agree to join the student council. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more magnanimous. Magnanimous? She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Micha. Micha presses her index finger against the templates, as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Micha looks daunted by the pace of her heat signing. Wait, please slow down, Hee-chan. Shizune says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Okay. Those eyes of hers shine with childish mission. Look at that. Oh, so cute. She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. She has a point. Attack aggressively. It's a trap. It's smart to play defensively. I am actually gonna go and attack her aggressively, because even if we are protecting, we probably have set up a good defense, but it's time to crush her with everything we got, so let's go with that. She's either really mocking me or trying to trick me. I have nothing else to lose though, so I might as well try something different. Maybe if I spread out my forces and try to control more territories, I can recoup the advantage. Shizune seems to focus on conquering world nations, so maybe I can sacrifice my hold on continents to gain more small countries. It's worth a shot. A few turns later, I end up losing the game anyway. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air in celebration. I win, yay! There's no need to translate that, it was pretty clear. Don't look so sad, Hee-chan. You were really giving it your best. That's what I thought. Sometimes your best isn't good enough, though. If anyone knows that, it's me. You did very well for someone who just learned how to play today. Hee-chan, you attack Iceland and North America at the same time. That's a very daring move. She-chan is impressed. Oh my gosh, The mark of great people is that they are daring, and that they can follow through. You're already halfway there, isn't it great, Hee-chan? That isn't enough though, just potential isn't enough. There's no point to potential if you don't take the first step, and there's no point that if you don't keep going. I want to see more. You're right, Hee-chan, but that's so demanding. Shizune leans forward, suddenly looking a lot less playful and more like a serious person I expected her to be from the start. Hey-chan, would you like to join the student council? She really doesn't waste time, does she? But it's only my second day of school, so I'm hesitant about committing to something so early. I haven't even taken a look at the other clubs yet. But spending time with Shizune and Misha doesn't seem like something I would hate. I still need more time to think about it before I decide for sure. Maybe I get back to you on it. Okay, Ichan, but I hope you're not saying that so we don't feel bad. No, really. Really? Ichan, you're going to say that. You're saying that is definitely true, and there can't be any mistake in it. I know, I know. I guess I should have revenge for losing, at the very least. She soon smiles at that in a mischievous way that feels like twisting a knife in the wound of my loss. Oh my god, the face. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I want to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? She soon scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to be determined whenever the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shishan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. You can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks, it's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. One flight of stairs and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain. It's only hallways. Like only hallways can be. The problem is that the librarian whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there is a plethora of others, unmarked rooms. Is the library in one of them, or is it just because you're somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, just barely ajar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It won't make sense for a library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. Sorry for my stuttering. I generally push on the door, the floor, with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to this school can't be shaken from my mind so much that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it's much easier to open than I'd expect. Or anticipate, actually, sorry. Leaning over and poking my head over further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek "hello" on my lips is quickly snatched away. This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of a solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway, staring at a beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Hello there. May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movement of her lips seems to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I met she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry for intruding, I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that, and the slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accents either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. Uh, Sorry about that. I kinda stressed out because the Bandicam ended its recording like early, so I wasn't ready for it. So I don't know how far we got before it just shut down. So sorry for that, and let's keep on going. The calming atmosphere is very different from the student council's office. I take it you are a new student to Yamaku. Ah, yes, I was transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech pattern don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. One which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lily Seto. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step up with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps out of the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touches the side of whatever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty fingers to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Micha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observation. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. The school library. Some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finished pouring water into the teacup as she nods. A small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicates it's being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Matao. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite a character. I imagined you'd come to like him. Most do. As she set down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring that up. Nonetheless, the smell is quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Satao. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please. There's no need to be so formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I could try and ask her about herself, as it really doesn't seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I see. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the fork's paws. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit off by it. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Sorry. Sure, sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. Well, the same can be said for everyone. Many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her, it seems, all too ready to jump ship from this particular topic as seek into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be a version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunches too. My duty as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, Compared to Shizune, her mannerism seems to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed, calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less based view of the school clubs. What kind of clubs are there to join? The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in the room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs. At the time when I just wanted to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Ah, good, that's a relief. I really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. In fact, it seems to slightly amuse her. Oh, she's so cute when she laughs like that. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I could start drinking it as soon as Lily does the same. As I look over the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has distinctly orange tints. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh? The time's gone all quickly? Sorry? Right, she's blind, of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of time. Sorry, Sao, I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked her sooner when I had a chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms that I have well enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been really nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Well, come to think of it, shall I show you to where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it all right. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me. Which they seem to be having a habit of doing. It's all right. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slows to match her. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left in the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with the distinct smell of old books giving this place an almost old-world air. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students here considering the time. It isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it to a thin air since the library doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Doof! Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Aww! The origin apparently the librarian quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi Lily, how can I help you? Oh, I need another voice for that. I will think of it. Let's see if I can. Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser on one desk. And while I was looking for a pencil, dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. So, yeah, sorry for the pause again. It's reached 20 minutes, so we just had to pause it again. And I will keep on going because I want to finish this library scene and then we will see what happens. So, hope you will not hate me for this ridiculously long episode, and sorry. So let's keep on going. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. It's okay, it's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she couldn't be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. Hehehe. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit the library perfectly. Ah, Lily, did you get the message? Message? Oh, the two important books that arrived. Right, they finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but... I'd missed her celebration, partially for me managing to change the topic. I'm sure she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between mods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao, right, Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget. Yuko often arranged to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But... so there are a lot of books in Braille here. I tend to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work, at least partially, as Yuka seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or a fourth of Gianmarco's libraries in either Braille or audio. Makes sense given all the blind students that be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly, because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I quit this job. A very awkward silence follows the revelation of too much information. I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you. And there. Okay, we are gonna leave the episode here. It's been long enough, and I think the library episode is gonna continue for a while longer, so I don't want to keep this too long. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this series, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. We have finally met Lily, which is one of my favorite characters. Just because she's literally an amazing person. She might be blind, but she can open the world and see the world in other views. So we will get to know Lily a bit more. We will see what happens with Isao. Will he pick a club to join? Will he join the student council? What will happen in the library now? We will see. And yeah, in the comments below, tell me what you think of this series. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it too long? Is it too short? Should I keep on going until more episodes? Like, we have a total of 1 hour 40 minutes playtime, as you can see it says there, and we are now in the shared library scene. But yeah, I finish this off by saying thanks you guys so much for watching my video, and if you liked it, like push that like button and share it with your friends. And this will be everything I have for today, and I will see you another day. So have a nice day and bye bye.